Ever since I realized I could game and work on the go, I have been obsessed with gaming laptop setups. So, here's another one. Aside from the power and gorgeous look of these bad boys, you can literally just pack everything up and set it up wherever. Welcome to another laptop only built for work and, of course, gaming. Let's start with the laptop I'm using, which is another hitter from Lenovo, the Legion 7i Slim. No, I didn't buy this. A friend was gracious enough to lend it to me for a few weeks, and yeah, it's expensive as fuck. As always, here are the specs. It handles everything I throw at it pretty well, including my workload and the current games I'm playing. The design and build quality of this thing just blows my mind, and it's something I could stare at all day. This masterpiece is also a tad lighter than my current Legion 5i, which is still holding up outstandingly. Well, enough simping about the Legion 7i, and let's talk about perifs, baby. Actually, let's take a peek at this external monitor first. This is a 16-inch 120Hz 2K gaming monitor from a company called UPerfect. They didn't send it to me, but they gave me a hefty discount. I'm not that big on YouTube yet. Anyway, the screen comes with its own magnetic cover which doubles as a stand. And there's also a VESA mounting option and a small stand that you can buy from their website, which they didn't send me. They provided 3 cables and a power adapter, but I just power this up using one cable that connects to the laptop via a USB-C power delivery port. For its size, this thing fucking delivers, man. It's like a little brother to my main monitor from Gigabyte. The colors and the matte finish are also a bit identical to my monitor, although don't expect too much from the external speakers. And of course, you can use this monitor on your portable gaming devices, consoles, and smartphones. Oh, that white thing right behind it is actually an action cam. Why is it there? It recently had an update where it can now be used as a webcam for your PC. So yeah, that is now my webcam. It's a pretty affordable action cam, and you can check out my separate video about it on my channel. Moving on, if you haven't noticed it yet, I'll shove it in your face. I bought this new expensive keyboard from Razer at a discounted price too during Lazada's 11/11 sale. If you don't know what Lazada is, just Google it, man. Razer sent me a Black Widow V3 Pro a few months ago, but a full-size keyboard isn't my thing, so I got this Black Widow V4 75% hot swappable mechanical gaming keyboard. It's a long-ass name, dude. You heard it right, it's hot swappable, which basically means you can replace the switches, which I will probably never do. So why did I buy this keyboard? I like well-built stuff, I like Razer, and I like RGB. And most importantly, I love the RGB integration of Razer into games like Cyberpunk 2077, where the colors change to the theme of the game and changes lighting effects on whatever V is doing. Premium keyboard tune. It also changes colors for games like Apex Legends, Hunt Showdown, and many more, which you can check on their website. It comes with their Gen 3 orange mechanical switches, which I'll never get tired of hearing. Take a listen. Aside from the gasket-mounted FR4 plate, the multifunction roller plus media keys, and the sweet underglow, this is an all-around great keyboard, and yes, I just read those from the box. My only complaints are that at this price point, this should be wireless, and the magnetic leatherette wrist rest feels weird when you brush your hands against it. But yeah, awesome keyboard, and many big tech tubers recommend it. I'm sure you've seen it already. My Viper Ultimate is still alive and kicking, but the battery is draining fast though, so I will probably replace this with a new mouse before the year ends. Comment down below if you have a recommendation. The fact that it's still with me after 3 strong years is insane. I still pair it with a wrist rest from Delta Hub and the small mousepad from Razer. No, it's not too small for competitive FPS games. Stop whining. Did I talk about the stand already? A company called Rocora sent their laptop stand for me to try out. It's a substantially decent stand, I would say, although you have to find a sweet spot for the angle, otherwise it would sag towards the back end. But I'm surprised it can handle Legion laptops considering these are pretty heavy. It provides good airflow too and a strong grip, and you can also use this as a stand for your tablet or for the external monitor that I mentioned. It's not that heavy of an item, but I wouldn't recommend it for traveling. That's why I still use my stand from Nextstand whenever I set this up somewhere. The huge text and font is a bit of an eyesore, so I covered it up with an item Oracle sent me. This is their 10-in-1 docking station with an M.2 SSD enclosure. Like UPerfect, they didn't send me an SSD. which is fine. I've been using one of their products for years now, and I can vouch for the quality of their items. I'm surprised how lightweight and plasticky this thing feels, which will probably weigh a bit more if they included an M.2 SSD. Since they didn't include an M.2 SSD, I don't know if the storage solution works, but this is the place where the slot for the M.2 SSD should fit in. The enclosure is secured by magnets, which I found were pretty weak, but is enough, I guess. All of the ports in this docking station work perfectly, and it also comes with a travel case and a USB-C to USB-C cable. For me, this is a perfect item for people who like to work and game on the go, but you can also leave it at home solely as a docking station. For the audio, I finally let my KZ IEM die in peace. So finally, I bought these ones from a company called Truth Ear. Truth Ear? These are called the Hexa. I'm not an audiophile, but these ones sound pretty similar to my old KZ. The cable feels the same as well, and unlike the KZ, the ear tips don't get left behind inside your ear when you pull these out. It comes with its own traveling case as well, and with several tips to choose from. I find the anime girl on the cover a bit weird though, like who is that? The only downside of this IEM is that it doesn't have a microphone. So I use my video mic Go-To from Rode. It's still attached to this phone clamp, which is mounted on this weird mic arm, which I will probably be replacing soon. I have it on a quick release plate so I can just take it with me and attach it to a different tripod when I leave my place. If I'm not sweating in a competitive FPS game, I'm probably using a controller to play. I still use this controller from Xbox, which is a bit dirty now, but I clean it from time to time, don't worry. All of these money drainers fit inside my foldable backpack from Fjallraven. I also made a video about this bag on my channel, so I will not go in depth on it, but it's called the High Coast Tote Pack. I forgot to mention the chair that was sent to me by a company called Muso. It's highly comfortable. If you watch this video until the end, then you obviously have time in your hand. So why not watch more of my videos and see more of my annoying face? Oh, and subscribe, please.